Welcome back. Another episode here of Sly Customs,
Frankenchop.
Project Frankenchop. And as you saw at the end of the last episode, or hopefully you saw, that we pretty much have a motorcycle now. It looks like a motorcycle.
It looks sweet. It's a really cool paperweight.
Yeah, for right now. So I think it's time for us to move on to the next phase of the build, which is start thinking about trying to wire some stuff. Try to give it all of the things that it needs for, vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom.
But we did a little bit off camera. We just kind of went through the harness from the Ninja.
Weeded out what we thought we may not need.
Yeah, to see what we could get rid of and what are the bare necessities for this thing to run. And we got it to where we have just kind of like the battery sitting up on a milk crate, and we have everything connected enough that we have spark.
Right.
So we're stoked on that, and again, that leads us to believe this thing will run. Time to start trying to wire it up. So may not run by the end of this episode, but it's time to start down that journey. So we hope you stay with us and enjoy the episode.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. Guess the first things first. We got to start figuring out where some switches go. With the you can kind of see here. Cut out a few more tabs. Clean some stuff up. Trying to make room for maybe like a plate or something that's going to go there. And look at that. Look at that seat mount. I love that thing. That came out awesome. But now we're over here at the work table. And just kind of marking out a template here. It's beautiful. Look at that. Starting to try to figure out where like these things are going to start going. So that's our plan. Wish us luck. Enjoy the struggle.
Where are we at, you might ask?
Everyone's favorite, very sketchily, vertically mounted portaband. So, rock and roll with this, I guess. All right. It's been a few days.
We spent many hours making a plate for some switches.
Yeah, everything takes forever. You don't think it's going to, and then it does. But I think our next plan of action is try to figure out somewhere to, or somehow to mount the battery. Somewhere or somehow.
Sure.
But I think the plan as of now is use that piece. Yep, sit the battery on it. We're gonna make
Snap our fingers.
yeah, and we're gonna make like a box, I guess. That's the battery's gonna like sit down into, and then ideally we can strap it and.
Yeah, hopefully we get a battery box and a hold down and everything out of one unit, and we'll like, I don't know, probably weather strip or something on the inside just to give it a nice plush ride.
That's the plan anyway, so as always.
Wow, that battery box, per usual,
Pretty much over-designed, over-engineered, overbuilt.
it's sturdy,
It'll get the job done.
but it looks good, and
Yeah.
I don't think the battery's going anywhere.
No, sir.
At least not before you go off the bike.
Yeah. You got bigger issues, I think.
Exactly. Hopefully that never happens. But yeah. So what's the next step? I guess we gotta mount this fuse box.
Yeah, we're going to try and make something to mount the fuse box.
So what's the first step?
I'm thinking that we cut out a cardboard template.
Okay.
After the cardboard template's cut out, we'll put holes in it and trace it on our sheet metal we've got here.
Now that we've got that, what's next?
After the sheet metal, or after it's traced, we'll cut it out, drill the holes in it, and mount those loosely on the ends of this. It comes with 4 mounting holes. After that, we'll hold this all up into place on the bike, tack it, and unbolt this so we don't ruin it by welding it. Weld those mounts in place, bolt it back up, bing, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. We've got a daggone fuse box mounted.
Just like always, that one got away from us.
That's an understatement, like
Yeah.
the understatement of the year.
Usually like a week of work is a video, and it's probably been like 2 months.
Easy.
And it's just
We've
been,
filmed like 2 videos between there.
yeah, on like other stuff.
Yeah, Challenger and whatnot.
This is just like a really difficult process to document because there was no like chronological like series of events. It was just like we would try something and
Epic fail.
yeah, we would not be able to figure it out for like days, and then we'd figure something out and then something else would be wrong, and it was just a lot of us trying to figure stuff out.
A lot of Googling.
Right, yeah. A lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of just down here with a multimeter. But as you can see, there are a lot of wires on the bike now, and I have clips of, you can see just how our process of making all the wires and the relays and so on and so forth. And we're still using the switches on the handlebar, so
Oh yeah.
we have turn signals wired up. We don't have turn signals yet, but
They're
turn
wired.
signals and hazards even. All kinds of stuff. We don't have like brake lights and headlights and stuff like that. We're just trying to focus on,
Who needs that?
yeah. I'm honestly not real sure why I even did the turn signals, but just trying to make it run, I guess, basically. But, so as of right now, our plan is we're going with the CDI out of the Virago
Yes.
because we have determined that the igniter out of the Ninja is fried. So that's a bummer. And rather than, and most of the parts for the Ninja are discontinued, as you might imagine.
Really, really struggling to find.
It's hard to find parts, and they're expensive when you do find them. And best
Nobody makes new parts.
right, best case scenario, you find someone else with a similar project. It's like I have 40-year-old parts
That seem to be in working order.
right, we think they were.
Yeah, I think they're okay.
So I understand. I don't really understand, but I know that there's probably a difference in timing and ignition timing and advance and curves and stuff like that, because this is a CDI for a 700cc cruiser, and we're gonna make it run a 2-cylinder 700cc cruiser, and we're gonna make it run a 4-cylinder inline 4 screamer. So I understand that there's probably a difference, but right now we're just trying
It's probably not going to run as well as it could, but we think, and we've got a video clip proving that we think it's going to run.
Right.
Proving that we think.
I've got the pickup coils from the Ninja telling the CDI box stuff, and the CDI box seems to be telling the spark plugs to fire, so we think it's going to work for now, but I guess we just decided it's finally time to wrap up this video. It's
Yeah.
been a long time, and
Well, they get hard to keep track of where you are.
right, because you've been working on it for months, and like everything changes. How many times we've like made wires and then ripped the wires out.
Yeah, honestly, this wiring is as clean as it's been, and it's probably like the 4th rendition of what we've got going on here.
Yeah, so anything you guys didn't see on camera, if you have questions, if you guys are trying to do this, I wouldn't say we know what we're doing, but we've been staring at it for a long time now. So
Yeah.
if we can help in any manner, let us know. But it's just a very tedious, boring process. We didn't want to like. The video would be like 4 days long.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
there's a lot of stuff off camera, and I'm probably going to go ahead and clean up the wiring as well, maybe loom some of it. And I'm not sure that that'll make this video either, but
Well, because honestly, we think we're about there with the wiring anyway.
yeah, I mean, really, we started with the Ninja harness, stripped out the stuff we needed to make it run.
Like,
and
look what
then-
we've got going on just to make it. Like, this doesn't belong.
Yeah, there's no spark plug cap. That's just a spark plug crammed into the end of a Virago spark plug wire, soldered to a Ninja spark plug wire, so that we could get this into the coil.
But, you know, we think, like we said, we need parts, but it's hard to find good parts, but this is what we're dealing with. And
Yeah, and you
don't
don't-
want to see us, this debauchery. This is...
Yeah, and you don't want to hang parts either, especially like you said, they're
Right.
40 years old. Or if you get aftermarket stuff, it's super expensive if you can find it.
If you can find it. And a lot of it is like universal, this might fit your stuff, and you've got to modify it to actually make it work. And it's like, who wants to drop that kind of money not knowing 100% that that's what you need?
Yeah, and it's not like you can return it because you had to cut it up to find out that it didn't work. So,
Right. So needless to say, frustrating, time, money, but we think we're close.
That's why we've been stitching everything that we already had together.
Yeah.
Hopefully hopefully we're able to pull this together into a somewhat cohesive video
Yeah.
over the last 2 months, and hopefully it's enjoyable. And again, by all means, post questions, criticisms, advice in the
okay,
comments.
yeah,
If you're
please.
like, hey, this would be a lot better, tell us, please. Because this is the best we can come up with, and we've been trying for a while. So yeah, let us know what you think. Hopefully this is enjoyable. Hopefully you're still excited about the project. That video clip, I don't know if you've seen it yet in the video or if I'll put it after this, but it sounds like it wants to run. And again, that's just on starting fluid sitting in the carbs. So yeah, we're excited to get an actual fuel system on it, which we think we have pretty well figured out.
Yeah. Well, we're pretty close with that too.
So stay tuned, stay
Yep.
excited.
Yep.
Let us know what you think.
What? Ready for a try? Ready for try? Wow. I said that. It has been a blast. We appreciate you watching.
Yes, as always. And if you want to support the channel, feel free to give us a subscribe.
Right here.
And if you want to see more of the project we worked on today,
Move it over here.
and if you want to see any of the other ill-guided automotive antics on the channel,
Click his gut.
or potentially here.
Right over space.
Thank you guys as always for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.